What's your position on targeted tax credits and tax breaks to draw businesses and jobs to Michigan?
I think they can play a role. I believe they've been overused by the current administration. I think the film tax credits are a good example. I voted for them. Okay, that industry was not coming to Michigan. Films about Michigan were being made, in Toronto. They're migratory. They will go where they get the best deal, and the states that were attracting them were offering some type of an inducement. It's reasonable that we compete and that we have that. It turns out, though, that now that it's in place, it's overly generous. There needs to be, for budgeting purpose, a cap, either on the total amount or the number of credits offered, or the percent should be reduced. It turns out it's overly generous and we're not getting a good return on our dollar. I sponsored a measure 2 years ago to roll it back or to trim it back. That did not pass. Senator Cassis has sponsored a second measure. I supported that. It actually passed the Senate. It's not been taken up by the House. So I think they can play a role, Nolan. I believe, though, they've been overutilized. The current administration's focus has been on hitting home runs for big business. And we need to look more at the overall environment, which affects small businesses more, which is where the growth, I believe, will be. I have voted for a measure to privatize non-instructional public school services, cafeteria services, transportation, custodial services. That's one of the Senate, reforms. There is room to do that in the corrections area. And of course, if you look at corrections, I'm sure you've seen that it is our cost per prisoner that is out of line compared to other states. So there is some potential for privatizing services to make savings, and I actually have a record of co-sponsoring or supporting those measures.